Good morning, everybody. So this is today's look for today's Get Ready With Me. I feel so much better. I still have the uglies, but like it's not as bad. I still feel so much better. So if you guys want to see this look, keep on watching, and without further ado, let's get ready together. Good morning, everybody. Let's get ready together. So now I actually am starting to feel a lot better. I'm still a little sick. Like I have like a cough and it's really gross. I still got the ugly, but that's okay. We're gonna get ready together. I feel so much better than I did the other day. But yeah. So I already applied my sunscreens before I got on camera. And yeah. So I semi-prepped. I'm kind of not. I'm still like a lot. So it's honestly exam season. So I'm exhausted today. I'm sick and I'm exhausted. So we're gonna have a really cute and fun pink look today. I literally bought this sweater yesterday. I went out after school to get out of like, because I feel like when you're sick sometimes you just need like outside air. So I went grocery shopping with my mama, and then there was like a little DD store around there like on the way back. So I went to DD's and I got this really cute pink sweater. Technically I bought this for PJs, like a cute PJ sweater, but before I wear it for PJs, I'm gonna wear it for today. It's super cute. It was $6.99. Super cute. Got it in a 3X so that it's super big and oversized. I feel like it's gonna be way too big for today, but that's okay. So this is for today's outfit. Because I actually had planned, like in my head, I was gonna wear this one, this really cute top from Forever 21, super old, and then I was gonna wear like a t-shirt underneath it to cover my arms, and then just like pants, and then, but it's really cloudy today. It's kind of cold and I'm still kind of sick, so I don't think I should be having too much skin exposed yet. So I'm just gonna go with a sweater and I'm gonna wear like a little shirt underneath it. So this is today's outfit, and let's start getting ready. So I already applied my sunscreen, and yeah, let me see. I should probably see if my light makes any difference. Let's see. Let's test the theory. Where's the button? Okay. Does it make it brighter? I feel like it makes it brighter, but it like hurts me. I'm really trying to up the quality. Or should I just use the natural lighting? I feel like this makes me look more orange. I'm yellow. I'm pink, but like I'm yellow. I feel like this makes me look pink. What do you guys think? Here. I think it looks better off, right, for today? I think the light works better like in the mornings, like when it's like really, really dark out. So let's start getting ready. So my sunscreens have basically been set, so now I'm gonna start applying my primers. I think I'm just gonna go in with the Milani one. Today's a long day, but I think I'm just gonna take the matte one instead of the, or should I just go in with, I haven't gone in with this one in a couple days. Let's go in with this one today. So this is the e.l.f. Power Grip, the blue one. I'm really excited. I've made a lot of progress in this since I bought it. So I'm thinking I want to try the pink one now, because I think the pink one, someone said that the pink one's better for oily skin, and then this one's better for like just regular skin. So I'm going to try the pink one. I'm just going to apply primer basically to the center of my face. I'm going to try to do a more natural look and have more like sparkling eyes today, because now I feel so much better. Unfortunately, I really tried to get like matching brushes today, but I gave up. I found what I found. I mean, this one matches the sweater. This one's pink too. It's okay. Well, this one's like a darker pink, but it's pink nonetheless. Okay, so now that we've applied our primer, I'm gonna go and let it sit a little bit, and then we'll be back to do our eyeshadow. So for eyeshadow, I didn't really prep anything, so I do still have my 2 eyeshadows from the other day on my desk. So I think we're just gonna go in with that, because I was looking through them and I can do a pretty good look So I mentioned that I wanted to do like more sparkly look today. So I think I'm basically just gonna take this shade first and then deepen up with this shade. And then I'm gonna go in probably with the shimmer glittery shades that's like over here. Super, super gorgeous. One of my favorite shades. I have yet to hit pan on it. I really want to hit pan on it. So let's start with that. Going in first with the Inclination palette. Oh yes, so I did mention the other day, I was like half there, half not. I still kind of am half here, half not, but it's okay. I feel so much better now. But Profusion, yes, that's what we were talking about the other day. So I'm gonna go in first with the BH Cosmetics small brush, and I think I'm gonna go in with the deeper shade first and then lighten it up. So I'm gonna take this pinky salmon-y shade, and then I'm just gonna slightly mix it to make it a little bit more cool tone, taking mostly this shade and then just lightening it up. Oh yes, so I was the other day talking about Profusion. So they have, so it looks like they're releasing 3 Halloween collections. They're releasing Casper, they're releasing another collection called Sea Witch, and then they have another one called, I think it's like Secret Divine, or yeah. So I was looking through them. So Sea Witch was actually released a long time ago, not on the Profusion website. So I actually was online for Hot Topic because I was looking for the Halloween Hello Kitty blanket. Never found it. It kept getting sold out each time I was gonna get it. I think they only restocked once, so but that's okay. And then I was on it and looking through the Halloween stuff one day, and I stumbled upon Profusion, and then they had their Secret Layer palette on there, the Sea Witch collection, basically, like months ago, before it was even released that it was a collection. And the pricing on it was like really expensive. I think there was like a liner set that's like $17 for 4 liners. Ideally, yes, that's a good price because it's $4 each. But if Profusion were to release that on their website, it's a lot cheaper. It'd probably be maybe $15, maybe even $12. Drastic difference, especially if you're buying multiple things. So I was looking into that, and then I love Profusion eyeshadow palettes. Eyeshadow palettes just makes me happy. Doing my eyeshadow is my favorite part of my makeup routine. So I was looking into the eyeshadow palette that they released. It was $20. Like, and then I was looking everywhere. I was like, okay, maybe Profusion will release this for Halloween. And they did. But now on their website, they don't have the entire collection. And I really want it. I cannot figure out where to get the palette. I found it on one website, but it's kind of a weird website. It's like a small boutique. So I need to look into it. I might look into it later on my break. But I was just like, I don't know if I want to buy it from there. It's a good price. They're selling it for $12, which is what it should be retailing for, not for $20, but it should retail for $12. So I was just like thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, but now I need to look into that website because I'm low on funds. I cannot be just getting scammed out here. So, or I was thinking maybe I should just email Profusion, be like, hey, like, where's your Secret Layer palette? Like, you have mostly everything in the collection, but where's the rest of it? And then there's supposed to be 3 cream blushes. I want the purple one so bad. I love purple blush. It's so hard to find. I have one from Morphe, and then I still need to buy the Fenty Beauty one. I don't even know if it's make it anymore. It might be discontinued. Now I'm going to take that lighter shade, and oh wait, no. Actually I'm going to go in with a different brush. I'm going with the BH brush, fluffy brush, and taking that lighter shade that I showed you earlier and just blending it all out. But yes, as I was saying, I still have not bought that Fenty Beauty purpley blush, and I've been wanting it for the longest time. So I was like, okay, so maybe I might buy it. I need to see if they still make it. I might buy it for their like VIB sale, or because it's almost the holidays, I might get it during the holidays for myself. You know why? Yeah. And so I was thinking, I was like, I need a purple blush, and Profusion has finally come out with one, but it's not on their official website. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? I need to start looking in the camera. I'm so sorry. I'm like looking over here. But I need to start looking in the camera. So yeah, I was like, what am I supposed to do? So I'm thinking about like emailing them, like, besties, like, where is the rest of your collection? So there's also this one website called Prolux, And I semi-trust them because I have seen their makeup like at stores like TD's and Ross, and they look pretty reliable. Like I've seen them Instagram, like it looks like a legit thing. And I put like the whole collection basically in my cart, and it was like less than $60. So I was like, okay, because there's 2 pigments on the Profusion website, but then there's 6 actual pigments that was released in the collection. And then so they're missing that on their official website, and then they're missing their purple blush on their official website. They're missing like some lip tints that I really want to try. And then what else are they missing? They're missing a lot of stuff, I feel like. So each website got different things, because Prolux is missing some stuff that Profusion official website has, and Hot Topic is missing stuff as well. Well, all the Hot Topic stuff is gone now. Like I can't buy it anymore. It hasn't been restocked. I've been waiting, but I don't know, guys. Like I'm just like, come on, Profusion, I love y'all, but like, please release the entire collection. I really hope the Profusion gets even bigger. So they have now released their Casper collection. Super excited. I'm going to work so hard on that video. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be beautiful. I think it's gonna be my first like full review. I'm gonna work really hard on that video, guys. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna really put everything that I got. So that might take a while though. I plan, like, that video needs to be up by October 1st. Is it going to be? I don't know. I have that, like, it's in my mind, like, it needs to be done by October 1st. So I'm gonna start working on that. And then I was thinking, so yeah, so there's 3 collections basically, and I want all 3. Oh, so the Hot Topic one that I mentioned, the last one, it's like divine or something. It's like coffin shaped. That was barely released on Hot Topic. I was stalking Hot Topic the other day, and that's their newest collection. So it looks like there's Casper, there's Sea Witch, and then there's their divine coffin looking collection. So I have no idea if that coffin one is going to be released, because I just want the eyeshadow palette. I want the brush set, but I don't think I can have that in the house. So I just want the brushes that are in it. I don't want the brush like thing. I wish that they released like tubby cases, like these things from AOA. That's what I would have loved. I would have bought that. But yeah. So I don't know, guys. This is coming out peachy. Do you guys see it? Probably not. But it's coming out really peachy. It's okay. It's cute. So I think that's basically it for the eyeshadow. I really like lightly packed it in, because the thing with this palette, it's really not that great quality. You gotta work with it, and you gotta know what you're doing with these shadows, because they are more drier. They're not their best quality one, and that's okay. But the thing is that it's like, you gotta work with them. I need to go in a video with this. Like, I can talk a lot about this, but yeah. I think I want to lay down a base shimmer shade before I go in with that glittery shade. So just taking this Profusion flat brush. Oh yes, I did want to mention about the coffin collection. They have a brush set, and it's like black packaging, and it has like a heart, and then it's like stitching. Taking shimmer shade and just applying it mainly to the center, kind of bringing it in. What was I saying? Oh yes, their heart brush, and it has like stitches on the heart. So I actually saw that last year at Burlington. So I'm really confused now. Like, how did I see that brush set a year before it was released? I wish I bought it. It was $8, and I never bought it because I think the day that I was gonna buy it, I ended up finding this brush set. So I think this is a pack of 5, and then it comes with a plastic bag, and I thought it was super pretty because they're pink. They're like a light rosy pink. So I bought this one instead, because this one was $10. Because on both it would have been $18, and I didn't want to spend $18. I wanted to spend $10, so I only bought one. So now I kind of regret it, because then I would have had a piece of the collection a year before it was even released, you know? So I just think that was so interesting, and I was like, okay. So now I kind of have hope that I will find maybe the collection at Burlington, even though that was a year ago. I have hopes. Because it has happened before. Like, I really wish I had a YouTube channel at the time. But there was this, like, Christmas collection, holiday collection. I was looking everywhere. They never released it online. To this day, they still have not released it online. And then I ended up finding them at Burlington. I waited a year, kept looking, could never find it. Everyone was finding it at Burlington. Like, the people that, like, were looking for it found it. Never found it. I found one palette at TJ Maxx, one at Burlington, and then the last palette, I found it at Burlington as well, but a different one. But yeah. So basically what I'm going at is Profusion. I need y'all to be releasing everything that you guys have on your official website as well. Please, I love you. So now I'm gonna go in with my Love Struck palette. She's gorgeous. I know. She's been through it. Love her. It's okay though. So we're gonna go in with the shade. What is this? Can't even see. Oh wait, I have it this way. What shade is this? What are you? Ballet. We're gonna go in with the shade Ballet. I had never really paid attention to shade names. I just use them. But that's really pretty and it matches it. So now I'm going to start focusing on shade names now that I'm going to start reviewing. So I'm going to take it on the same brush that I was using and on the same side that we already applied our base shimmer. This is a quite crumbly shade and I don't even know if it's going to pick up on a brush. Usually when I use this, I don't use a brush. Pardon the dogs. They're kind of loud this morning. So I'm basically just going to take it towards the center. Yeah, it's not really working. But we are just going to pat, pat, pat. So it's laying down the base color, not the glittery portion of the color. Does that make sense? It happens a lot. And I don't mind that. Just because sometimes I really just want the base shimmer. So that's a little hack. If you have really glittery, crumbly shades, but you just want the slightest shimmer of it and mainly just want the base color of that glittery, crumbly shade, just take a brush because it's not going to apply well. Now, if you actually want to apply the glittery portion, you're going to use your finger and you're just going to crumble it. See, it's really, really crumbly. Does it pick up? Here, let me pick up some more. You see, it's really, really crumbly. Do you see it? Probably not. It's stunning. Oh, I put it in my brow. I feel like you can really see the shade difference between the glittery shade and the base matte shade, but that's okay. We're already running late. Yeah, so I was studying before I began filming, and then I was just like not understanding it, so it took longer than I thought it took longer than what I wanted to do. So now I'm running a wee bit late. I need to leave probably soon. I can't even see the clock from here. There's too much so there's a lot of light. Like, it's really gray out there, but it's really light. So it's like blocking where my clock is. But I'm pretty sure I'm late, so. What else? I kind of want to blend these. No, I'm gonna take this, going back in with the BH one, and then I'm just gonna look at my big mirror to see where it is. Because where I place my big mirror, it's usually like as far as like if I'm talking to someone, just to make sure that when I'm talking to someone, like, it still looks really great, but then it also looks good close up, because sometimes it can look really great close up but it doesn't look super great, or it looks really faded, or it looks gone when you're like looking at somebody. Oh, I kind of want to go in with a glitter liner. I don't even know if I have time to go and like look for my glitter liners. I have a Profusion one that I've been wanting to use. I literally forgot that I had it. It's from their like sweet tea or perfect tea collection. Beautiful, beautiful collection. I need to make a video on it. I don't think I own everything from it, but I remember it was such a beautiful collection. I think it was a really small one too. I don't think it was a big collection either way. Now that I say it, watch me find like other like random collections now, like that were never officially released on their official website, or I realized that the Sweet Tea Perfect Tea collection has a lot more items to it, but it was just never officially released on their website. I wouldn't be mad. I'd buy it. I'm like, I'm gonna buy it, but because that's usually what happens. Okay, so I blended it, and now it just looks a lot more diffused, a lot more better. Just for safer measures, I'm just gonna go in with whatever is left of that really light pink shade. Pretty. Now we need to do eyeliner. So going in with the AOA Studio E114. Super pretty. I need to make an AOA Studio order soon. I need to do a video on what I already owned from AOA. Like, you guys have seen some stuff that I already have, but I have more stuff that I absolutely love. So there is this, oh no, that has shimmer. I was gonna go in with this one, but it has shimmer. So I think I'm just gonna go in with the Profusion palette and going in with the shade Uproar. It's this like brown, I'm struggling, dark brown shade right here. I'm really trying to just not break my palette. I need a little bit more closer, so I'm gonna take my Daiso mirror. Oh, that's coming up pretty. It's really light today. I feel like because this is more fluffy, it's not super dense. Yeah, it's coming a little light even in my big mirror. It looks natural. Like, it just looks like a shadow. It is a shadow. It's an eyeshadow. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look like what it could be. That's always my thing with Profusion. That's honestly also what I love about them, is that their shadows are really versatile depending on the brush that you use. I don't know if anyone has noticed that, but I have. That you can use basically the same shadow, but if you use a different brush, you get a different outcome, and that's not with every palette, or at least not with me. I think also because some days I do like go in more heavy-handed, so that like it could honestly just be a me thing. Like, if I were to go in with like, yeah, didn't I use this shade yesterday or the day before? Last time I filmed? Did I use this in the last Get Ready With Me? And it was darker. That brush was a lot more dense too. I mean, it's really natural. In my small mirror, it looks good, but in my big mirror, it looks really like faded. It looks really natural, like a shad. Like I did like maybe some contour around the eye area. Whereas this one, like, you can see the liner. It's really natural. It's not gonna pick up on camera, sadly. But I think we're just gonna leave it like that. So now for inner corner, I need a champagne shade. I feel like the only thing that was missing is like a champagne shade, but I would not replace this one. I love this one so much. I actually have a pan in it. It's such like a jelly type of formula. Or I call them jellies because when you feel it, like it's really cool texture. I absolutely love them. But I have a pan in it, and then every time I use it, it like moves around, so then it doesn't look like I have a pan in it. So then I get excited when like I can see the pan, but then I move a little bit more, and it's like, where's the pan? Like, I literally just saw it. Maybe I'll just go in with my. Oh wait, I am going to, for inner corner, I'm going to use this tiny brush. This is from a brush set from Five Below. It's their Chic brush, like Chic brand, and I'm gonna go in with this light shade. Oh my god, guys, so this, oh, now it doesn't come out, but this shade, it like keeps falling out. Yeah, see? So I need to glow it back in, and I'm just gonna take this on the inner corner. I think since I don't have time to find a glitter liner, I'm gonna take this onto the crease and just basically just make a line. It's super subtle, but when it catches the light, you will see it. But I also wear glasses, so maybe you won't. but at least I know it's there. It's really, really pretty. This one's not showing up as much as this side. I think I just need to build this side. Okay, there it is. I don't know why it wasn't showing up in my mirror as much. This one's building really, really nicely. Like, I add more and it just builds more, but this one's struggling to build. I wonder why. Does that happen to anyone else? Like, sometimes you use the same amount, you use the same technique, same brush, everything, and it just turns out differently on one eye. This one has always been my problem eye. For some reason, this one, for the longest time, this eye was really, really dry. So matte shadows would just not stick. So for the longest time, I hated matte looks. Like, I would never do a matte look. It'd always have shimmer in it, like an all matte look. I would use mattes, but it would never be a full matte look. Like, I would always apply a shimmer. I haven't done a matte look, an all matte one. I don't think I have. I need to do that soon. Maybe when I do Casper, once I finally get my package. Super, super excited for that as well. I think I should curl my lashes before I forget. Or actually, no. I really need to wash my brushes. But for now, I have this one. I also have like a new foundation brush, but I really wanted to film a haul, but I just had not had time. So I don't know if I just want to start using it or if I really want to film the haul. Because I was going to film a haul from like what I bought yesterday as well. But I already showed you one of the pieces. So I don't know if I want to do the haul now. Or I'll do a collective haul because I've gotten a whole bunch of stuff lately. From like the past 3 weeks. Gotten a good amount of stuff. And I kind of want to do a haul video just because I think it'd be really, really fun. I don't know what I want to go in with today. What should I go in with? Should I just go in with this one? This one was really nice yesterday. I think I'll just go in with this one. I do kind of want to set, or I want to brighten up my eye. So I'm going to take, oh, we should finally color correct. Let's hope it turns out great. Okay, so I'm going to look into my big mirror so that I don't mess up. Because sometimes when I look into my small mirror, I will mess up. So I'm doing a dot, because that's where my darkest area is, right here, and a dot. Okay, so I was actually supposed to use this on my shadow today, but since we didn't, this is also from Profusion. It's like this dense brush. I was gonna use this as my like dark shade, but I ended up going with the fluffy brush, so I think I'm gonna use this as my color correcting brush today. Usually I would let this set just a little bit, but I'm running late and I want to film an intro, like a good intro, and then have my outfit ready and have my hair done on video instead of doing it at school. Like, I'll still do it at school, but like, you know, I don't know, does this make sense? I just think it's so much fun. Hopefully that actually covered. So I think I'm actually gonna apply concealer. I'm gonna apply a little bit though. So e.l.f. concealer in sand, I believe, medium sand. Dot, 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 dot. And then I do kind of want to brighten up a bit, so I'm gonna go in with the Pro Conceal in the shade Light Yellow Corrector. So this is supposed to be a corrector, but I use it as a concealer. I still don't understand because it says corrector, but then it says conceal. But it is also a consistency of a concealer. But then at the same time, it is a consistency as a corrector. Yeah, this literally says concealer. I don't know. Will we ever know? Probably not. So I'm just gonna lightly, on the clean side of this brush, just like blend them together. Swoop. And just let it set. Swoop. Swoop. And then, so just like let it out. And now I'm gonna go in and let it like sit for a minute while I go in with my Tower 28. in the shade 30 PCH. Just 30. Anything that picks it up on camera. Teeny wee bit. Oh yes, so I finally felt better this morning, so I picked up everything that was on my floor. I cannot find my BB cream though. Like, I was looking for it and I don't know where it went. So now I actually need to look for it when I come home. I come home late today though, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just let it be a tomorrow problem still. I actually really liked that dragging motion because it just gave it a much skin-like coverage instead of like so like really like this motion, like pushing it in, but then also doing that, but then to take off a little bit more of the coverage to make it more skin-like, like drag it out. Not harshly, like don't pull your skin, just like drag it out. I'm still not ready to apply it on the scar, but now I feel more confident on applying it like out here so that it's not like just here, no makeup, you know? So now just the scar's not gonna have any makeup yet. I will start applying on Thursday. I was thinking about it, so yeah, I'm gonna start applying some makeup there on the next Get Ready With Me, because the next Get Ready With Me, I already thought of an outfit and I'm gonna look really, really pretty. Like, the outfit is very pretty, very elegancy. I think it's just super cute, so I want to cover up my scar. I'm just gonna lightly, very, very lightly, just underneath the scar, but not like touching it, you know? So now I'm gonna go in and, so now that we finished our base, so now I'm just gonna take the brush, and not the one that had the corrector, the one that still had the concealer, and then just go in and blend it out. Doing the lightest tap so that we also don't disturb and move it as much. So I'm gonna take my small mirror and then like really focus. I kind of left a shadow here of the concealer, or not the color corrector, so there's a bit of orange. I don't really want that. So I'm gonna take the tiniest dot right there. 2 tiny dots. Okay, I applied a little too much on that one compared to this side, so I'm just gonna swipe and swipe. Okay, so now really just going in and really just focusing right there. I am applying shadow, like that is where I apply shadow, but I still want to cover it. And then I'm gonna clean up the eyeliner with the brush as well, and then just bring it up to make sure that everything is meshed well together. So I covered it up, but I feel like there's still like the tiniest tint of orange right here on both sides. But at the same time, because this is slightly more peachy and orangey, it kind of looks like it's a blush. Have any of you guys ever done that, where you just like, you can't find your cream blush and you just use your color corrector as your blush? Because that's basically what it's doing. So it's like a little life hack. If you don't have many blushes, or you want like your color corrector as a blush shade, just use your color corrector. I need to buy the purple one, the lavender one, but I also need to figure out like how am I going to use it, like as its intended purpose as a corrector. I don't think there's really a spot, at least for my shade, of where I can do it. Because what does purple counts as out yellow, right? I have the purple Fenty powder and I have not used it in a while. I need to use it. Should I use it today? Should I go look for it? I kind of want to go look for it, but I have no idea where it'd be. I feel like it would go with the look, because if I'm canceling out the yellow, well, it's fine. So now I'm just going to lightly go over the concealer, making sure that everything's blended so that there's no awkward spacing in between the foundation. There usually never is, but just for safer measures, just because it really doesn't take that long. It's literally, see, I was literally talking and now I'm done with it. It's not that quick. I still feel like there's still like the orange, so now I don't know if I just apply too little concealer or... It's fine. It'll be considered a blush. So, oh, I did want to go in with the cream blush today too. I literally brought, so this is the Real Techniques 430. This is actually supposed to be a light layer blush. So this is best for creams because the way that the brushes are, is it picking up? Probably not. It's like, it's spiky, but then the fluffiness is right here, but it ends right here. So it's like, I guess, stippling. This is supposed to be stippling. So it brings out the lightest layer of your cream. I mean, I guess we can use the color corrector. But then I feel like the orange just doesn't match the pink. I was gonna go in with Profusion Rose, but I don't even have any of my blush palettes out here, or any of my blushes, because I put all my makeup away, like back where it's supposed to be, and then I didn't prep, so that's also me. I think we're gonna do the same thing that I did the other day. I'm just gonna go in with the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna first start prepping my face, or not prepping my, I'm now gonna powder my face. So going in with the BH bronzer brush. Use it to powder. It's really, really dense. I'm gonna use it also as a bronzer. I'm also gonna use it as a bronzer brush as well. So you guys already know my routine. Yeah, took off most of the product. And now I'm just gonna go in. I'm first gonna go to my under eye. Now I'm gonna start pressing it in here. My biggest problem with my oily area now is like right here. There's so much oil now right here. I can't really apply them so much because then it starts sticking into the smile line. Like that was my problem before, but now I feel like the smile lines aren't as bad as they were. So I'm mainly focusing the press powder there. I totally forgot. I really wanted to do the what's it called? The that light powder technique that I accidentally did the other day. I mean, I recreated it the other day, but it didn't come out as good, and I wanted to recreate it again. I think we'll recreate it in next Get Ready With Me, because the next Get Ready With Me, I have like a whole idea planned for makeup, technique wise, because that's also my exam day. So instead of worrying about my exam, I'm just gonna get up early, get ready. I mean, that's also an early day too. I'm just gonna get up and get ready. And just not think of the exam until I have to take it. I really want to apply some to my lip, but from what I've noticed lately is that it like really like bunches up on my lip because I sweat a lot right there. I easily get like sweat stash. I know. It's really, really gross. It's really, really gross. I hate it so much. And it just always breaks down any makeup that's there. And then it's also like, I think I have like a 3 o'clock shadow because it has like a shadow there. I'm always super insecure about it. I feel like everyone can see it. But then, like, you don't. So I don't know. I tried learning how to color correct it, and then I just never really, I can never find the right amount. Some days, one time it came out really, really great, and then the next time I looked like an Oompa Loompa. So it's inconsistent, and then I just don't have time for inconsistency in my makeup right now. Especially with color corrector, because I feel like color corrector is much harder to fix. I'm also new to color corrector, so it's much harder for me to learn how to fix taking the clean side of my powder brush and this powder. So it's much difficult for me to learn how to fix color correcting because I'm still really, really new to it. Just going on top before I apply my press powder. Going in with my Essence bronzer. on more of the tip side of the brush, and then just applying it vertical contour. I forgot to apply the cream bronzer again, but that's okay. Because I feel like I am wearing more of like a lazy outfit. It's not my most thing. I want to keep it more natural, because this is pretty natural. Like it still looks like makeup, I feel like, but it's not as much. I didn't deepen up the color as much as I can. This is actually really, really pretty. This came out really pretty today. I might do it this way too on Thursday, because my whole thing for Thursday is pretty and elegant. Like, that's, I guess, my outfit concept, and then my makeup concept as well that I want to do. Yeah, it's pretty. Okay, for blush, I mentioned that I don't have a blush today, so I'm just going to take the shade that I used the other day. It was more like orangey peachy, which would match because we already used it on the eye, but I do want to bring in the pink from the sweater that will also match the eye. So I'm going to go in with the shade, what shade is this? Lovely Rain. I'm going with Rain. It's this shade. On the Real Techniques brush. I'm trying to evenly coat my brush. Yeah. Oh, not much came off. Okay. And I'm just going to put it here because it's like a mauve cool tone, but it has some pink in it. Oh, it matches it pretty well. Okay, so it's coming on. As a blush, it's coming on more pink, like cool toned pink, but not, it's different. It's not the way that I thought it would show up. I think I applied too much on this side, that's why, because I'm applying less on this side and then with a much lighter hand, and it's coming out different. It's coming out the way that I wanted it to on this side. So I think to fix that, or first I'm going to take the clean side of it and then just going around it. Okay, so that looks like it's cleaning it up a bit, but it's not as cleaned, or actually it kind of is. It's slightly darker. I'm just going to take the bronzer and then just going on top. I'm going to do the same thing on both sides so that it just lightens it up, and then going in with the powder that's on the side, the brush. Oh, that made it really pretty and really, really natural. I don't think it'll pick up on camera, but in person, in real life, it looks gorgeous. Okay, so I really like that. So now I know what type of blush, like as a blush, like how this turns out. So now I want to go in with highlight. For highlight, I'm going to take the C Color Strobe palette, and I want to do the pinky one. So I'm going to go in with the pinky one here, light amount. And I'm just going to, I'm going to look to the side and see where it picks up. So it picks up like right there. So applying the main focus right there, and then I'm going to blend it out right now. Just applying it. That's pretty. Same thing, or should I? I feel like it's too low. This one's probably going to be slightly less in saturation just because I gotta be really careful because my scar is like right here. I think I like hit it accidentally a little bit with like the stipples in the blush brush, so it kind of like hurt a little bit. So now I'm going to go in and blend this side. So this side is going to have a lot more of the color than this side, but that's okay. That's so pretty. So now I'm gonna lay the pink one first on the nose, really, really lightly. Not so much for it to look pink, but have the slightest pink sheen. See, like this side, you can see that there's that pink base. But on the nose, I'm going to take it much more lighter and basically just have the sheen of pink and not much of the base of pink. Does that make sense? Probably not. And then to add dimension to the nose, I think because we use this in the inner corner, I'm going to go in with the highlight that we used in the inner corner with the same brush. And then because this is super small and really fine, this is one of my favorite inner corner brushes. If you go to Five Below, I love the entire brush set, but honestly, I would buy multiple packs just to have this brush. But I recommend the entire brush set. Like, this was my favorite. And then just focusing it on the center, looking straight into the mirror, just centering it. You see how much dimension was just added? Looks real pretty. Then with the dimension, I'm going to take it more down than I did the pink. It is so pretty. And then on the nose, I'm going to do it more widely because we already did that slight pink. This one will be more widely done. I applied a little, just to blend it out, I'm going to use the powder and just like whisk it. Like lightly touching the nose area where it has the highlight, but like blending it out. So it's not super, you know? Just for safe measures, I'm going to do that same thing to here. Yeah, I feel like that just meshed it together. That's so pretty. Okay, now I didn't really prep a lip. I was just going to use the same lips from yesterday, or the last look I did. So in our last look, we used these two. I think I'm just going to go in the same one, but this I'm going to change the order just a little bit. And then I'm just going to take, because my lips are really dry. And then just applying it only to the center. Because it is like more brighter. And just taking the Nivea lip balm. The Nivea lip balm adds the slightest bit of tint, which is what I love, but also takes care of your lips as well. Really, really love this. It's honestly old, but it still smells great. Not my favorite, but it does match it. It does match it really well. Ideally I would have gone in with my Pinkies Up lip tint, but I'm exhausted. I really just did not want to prep for today. I'm still sick, so I'm just like, eh. I do kind of want to clean up the lip. So we mainly applied powder like right here. We didn't apply much here. So I'm gonna, oh, should I do my under eye first? Okay, so I'm actually just gonna go in and just slightly clean it up. Just do the tiniest dots where I think I went over my line. I went over my line more on this side than this side, so this one got tiny dot. And I'm gonna take the Beach Smoke. It's from their whatever collection, their brush set, or their Say It collection. I'm actually gonna use this on the under eye, but I'm first going to just use it to clean up the lip. My biggest struggle is this side of my lip, because this side, the lower lip is like lower. Like it goes more down. Then this side has more up. So this one's super easy to clean, but this side, like I gotta take it a little bit more time so that it matches it, because then they look uneven. Now let's get in my big mirror. Now I'm just checking it to make sure. See, in my big mirror it looks fine, but then in my little mirror you can see that I didn't blend it as good. Now it looks better. Now just for safer measures, just to mesh it in with my foundation, I'm just going to lightly pat it in with whatever is left on the sponge. Super pretty. Okay, so what else do I need to do? Honestly, I don't really need to curl my lashes. I feel like this is the type of look where you don't really need to curl your lashes. Oh, I haven't done brows. I need to do brows. I'm gonna start curling my lashes. Oh, you can actually see my lashes today. That's a first. I love that. Let's hope they actually stay today. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my waterline. And I'm gonna just take it a little bit more down so that there's that base shade for our under eye. So I took it a little bit extra down so that there's that base shade, so my shadow that I apply there is going to stick more. And I'm basically just going to go in with the inclination palette. I need to look up what inclination means, because I don't know. Now I'm curious. So just taking that shade, and I'm gonna first go in with this one, and then I'm gonna top it off with this one. Not me covering up that color corrector to basically get the same shade that the color corrector had left. It's okay, because it's giving peachy, but this is basically the color that the color corrector was leaving. Because you know how I wasn't like blending up, and I had to go in precisely to blend it up, and now I'm basically putting back the color. That's so funny. Okay, so now I'm going to take the clean side of the brush. You can't really see if there's clean side, but it's right here. And I'm going to go in with that cream blush. So I'm going to start first in the front part of the eye, just to brighten up that area. And then now I'm going to take it and start blending that peachy color. And then I'm going to take whatever is left on the liner brush, and I'm just going to line the under eye slightly. Okay, that I kind of messed up right there, but that's okay. This side came out really pretty. So to fix what I messed up here, like went too down, so then it looks kind of bad. I'm just gonna like slightly swipe, like push in the light colors that we just used to clean it up. Okay, that worked really great. I kind of want to try and egg yolk out, like the little different, define my eye fat. I kind of want to do that. Let's see. Be like right here. But I also don't want it to look like bad, because I remember seeing it once in person, like someone doing it, and it did not look good, and then I just was like, I'm never gonna do it. Okay, that actually works. It's the most subtlest detail ever, but it did make a difference. It really defined it. Just going over and over, because there's not much product left, because we used mainly all of it on the liner and then used it on the under eye, or to line the lower lash line. Now whatever is left to define the eye fat is very little. That looks really good, but I did lose some of that highlight from the matte color, so I'm basically just gonna take the tiniest dot, literally nothing, and going back in and just defining it, just to make sure that we don't lose it. That's so pretty. Okay, it did make a difference. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this on the next Get Ready With Me, because I feel like it would match the concept. Oh, I need to do brows. Okay, so for brows, basically just taking the same liner brush and then going in with my Amuse powder. I'm making some more progress, but it's still looking like this. I want to know how long it will take to me to finish. So I'm gonna look into my small mirror first. Oh, I kind of wanted to do the Essence brow thing, but It's okay. And I'm gonna look into my big mirror to see if there's any gaps or any weird things that need to fix. So I really want to go in with it. I know I've told you that you shouldn't go in with it after you've set your base because it picks it up. But we're gonna do it anyways. But I'm really trying to not touch the foundation, so just really just focus the brow. I'm really doing this to get the cooler tone color, not really much to like style it. Okay, so I think that's enough because then I'm gonna go overboard. I really need to do my brows. They look kind of a mess. Like they just don't look put together, and I need to do them tonight or tomorrow night so that the makeup look for Thursday is absolutely beautiful. I'm really excited for Thursday's makeup. Even though I have an exam, we're gonna do really great and we're gonna look really pretty that day. So I think that's basically it for today's makeup look. So I'm now gonna go brush my hair. I'm gonna put on my outfit. I have just a little bit of time. And then I'll come back and show you guys the final look with my hair brushed, fragrance combination on, and we're gonna talk about what I put on and everything. Yeah. Okay, so I'll be right back. And I am back, everybody. So I already put on my outfit. Oops. Okay. Okay, maybe it doesn't want to go. Here, let me put my... Not my tablet literally betraying me right now. Okay, I got it. Okay, so I'm back, everybody, and I put on my outfit. I did my hair. I literally just brushed it. And yeah, this is the makeup look for today. Super cute. I feel like it does match. I need to start looking into the camera, but I feel like it matches it really well. Like now that I have it on. Do you guys ever have that sometimes? Like sometimes you think that oh, it doesn't match, or like it doesn't go with it. Especially if you're like a monochromatic makeup person like me. Okay, this is really looking like my old makeup, but like with my new makeup techniques as well, and like new makeup style in a way. And it makes me happy. Oh wait, I don't have my glasses on. I can't even see. Watch this makeup like not look as good because I'm blind. Okay. It looks fine. I look really pretty. It's okay. So this, I already put on my outfit today. I will show you guys a much better look at school. So for fragrance combination, not my tablet again. Okay, so for fragrance combination of the day before that falls, I went in with the Equate baby oil in the pink bottle, and then I went in with the Body Fantasies Romance and Dreams as my fragrance. And for lotion, I did the Bath & Body Works Rosé body lotion. I'm really low on this. I need to buy this one. I don't even think they make it anymore. I want another of this, and then I want the scent. I never bought the fragrance set, so I'm really sad about that. So now I'm gonna look into if they still make this. So this is today's fragrance combination of the day. Really light because I don't want to top it off with like a Clean Reserve perfume like I usually do, because it still be kind of gross, kind of sick. I still have the uglies. So I was actually gonna go in with this fragrance that I did the other day, but I wanted to change it up. So I like quickly grabbed a fragrance before I was gonna apply this, just to change it up, to just show you guys a different fragrance combination of the day. So yeah, this is really rosy, really smell good. And I think it's so cute, and then it has pink and it matches my sweater. Isn't it so cute? It's such a beautiful bottle. I love the packaging of these. I need Body Fantasies to come out with matching lotions, like how Bodycology does. So I need them to like get on that. So yeah, but that's okay. So I have this one now, but I need to buy a new one so that I can have one for when I use this one. Oh yeah, so Andrea Eats will be happening today, so it'll be in the later portion of this video. What else? I think that's really it. I don't have, yeah, So we're gonna eat lunch today together. I'm gonna show you guys my outfit. It's really not that great. It's really plain, but I still don't feel my best. Like, I still feel sick. My nose is running. It's kind of stuffed. I sound better than I did the other day though, but yeah. And I did my makeup so much better than I did the other day. So that's basically it for today's Get Ready With Me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello, besties. I am finally on my way home. Hello, besties. So unfortunately, the portion of this video, Andrea Eats, was canceled today. Besties, I was studying in the library non-stop. I didn't even eat my lunch. But for my lunchbox today, I have this really cute lunchbox from Burlington. My outfit of the day is really plain. Okay, besties, so now I'm on my way home. Thank you guys so much for watching this Get Ready With Me and school vlog. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. The outfit is really plain. This is it. It's not that great. Okay, bye.